Triple M Grill Team.
And our special guest in the studio is legendary journalist from Sunday night on Channel 7, Mr. Mike Willese.
We can't have you here in the studio without asking about your amazing career. You started This Day Tonight, which were working with guys such as Gerald Stone and Four Corners, Current Affair, of course. But the story about where you found God after you're an atheist and then all of a sudden found God is one of the most amazing tales I've ever heard. Can you tell us about it?
Well, there was no sudden conversion. I wasn't an atheist. I just didn't know, like most of us. I just wasn't sure and didn't care very much, didn't address the question. And then I just had a series of amazing things happen. I was in Africa and I'd hired a light aircraft to go up into the Sudan where there was a civil war and I didn't believe in premonitions, but I had one, and it was so overpowering, I knew the plane was going to crash.
My God.
I didn't think it might crash. I knew it would crash.
How strong, like when you say you had the premonition and you knew it was going to go down, what hit you? What was the sensation?
Just that it was just, I couldn't believe it. My head was arguing within itself. I don't believe in premonitions. They're not true. But this plane is going to crash. It was just a complete belief, not a guess, not a, So I didn't know how to get. It was a macho thing, to get off was to indicate you're scared of going into this civil war situation. So I stayed on. We took off, and then the plane started to stall, and the pilot pulled it up and up and up until we were sitting right at the bottom. The pilot was on top of us, and then there was a moment of silence. It just stopped, and then it started to rotate and went down tail first. And the only thing I can remember before my head started hitting the wall was I was right.
Wow.
Jeez.
From that point on, Mike, you, for use of a better term, you dedicate so many years and made a lot of your money to proving the existence of God and Jesus exists.
It wasn't quite that way, Matty. It took me a couple of years, but a mate of mine challenged me he said he'd found some phenomena that he thought were real, that appeared to be, the miraculous or whatever, and I said I didn't believe in them. He said, well, come and prove that I'm wrong. So that started this journey, and then we heard about a bleeding communion host, and my attitude was, you've got to use science. It's no good having people say, I believe. If you believe in God, you're going to believe in all these things. So I started this journey of using science to test faith, and then the Fox network in the States heard about this and asked me to do a special for them, which ended up in a really 2-hour special. And, we found some stuff that, you just couldn't argue against.
How many people? I think almost 30 million people have watched that in America.
Yeah.
Tell me when you went to South America to film the woman who had
stigmata. That was one of the most amazing experiences in my life because she told me when it would happen, and again, I wasn't going to believe. It was, we'll have the cameras there. You say it'll happen on this date. We believed the Passion of Jesus was midday till 3 p.m. And I was sitting right by her side, and I'd talk to scientists, and they said, well, this is how you take the blood, this is how you test, this is how you observe. And at 12 o'clock, the first dot of blood appeared on her forehead. And I thought, oh, you wait and see, it could be a trick. And then another dot, and then it started on her hands. And then the wounds opened in her hands. Nobody's touched her. I'm the only person that could. So I took swabs, and I put the swabs into the wounds. So I know they were true. And I don't understand how you could... The body has a lot of ability to psychosomatically do things that are amazing. I don't know how you can do that. More than that, I don't know how you could then heal those wounds, and she did that. The next day, the wounds were completely closed and clean.
My God.
Wow.
Amazing. The Triple
M Grill Team.